And we also need to understand in verse 10 and 11 of 1 Samuel 1, First Samuel 1, verse 10 through 11, it says that she was deeply distressed and prayed to the Lord and wept bitterly. And she vowed a vow and said, O Lord of hosts, if thou wilt indeed look on the affliction of thy servant and remember me, and not forget thy maidservant, but will give to thy maidservant a son, then I will give him to the Lord all the days of his life, and no razor shall touch his head. She made her petition to God. She made her petition to God. I had a situation back in September, and I was just really distressed about it. And a woman, she wasn't even a mentor, but we were having a discussion, and she said, "This is why I wake up every day, and I read my Bible." She taught me a valuable lesson that day to always make sure I take my concerns and my questions or my petitions to God first, because oftentimes we'll go to everybody else, but we'll get everyone involved, but we never consider that maybe God is the one that I should talk to. Maybe God is the only person I should talk to. No matter how deep your desire is, maybe it's God who I need to talk to. Because here's what happened. Just like, Hannah told her husband, he didn't understand. Sometimes when we go to other people, not only do they not understand, but they can't help us, number two. And really, they don't care. They don't care. It was Les Brown that said, 80% of people are don't care about your problems, and 20% are happy you have those problems. In the position I'm in my life right now, most of my concerns, my first world problems, people don't care. People don't care. And it's not that my feelings are not important. It's not that my concerns are not important. But why waste time telling somebody what my concerns and my needs and my desires are when they can't help? They don't care. So Hannah teaches us that we got to make our petition to God. We got to take our concerns. If you see me every morning, I'm writing in my journal, whatever it is, even if it's just what I'm going to do that day. I'm talking to God about it. I'm praying to God about it, because God is the only one who really cares. You can tell me and I'll be sympathetic, but at the end of the day, it's still going to be your problem. I may pray for you, but at the end of the day, it's still going to be your problem. And so if we can take it to the person who can help us, the person who cares. The Bible says, cast your cares unto the Lord, for he cares for you. Guess what? We'll release that responsibility that we put on our family and friends to help us, to care for us. And we can focus on listening to the voice of God on what God is telling us to do. So that's number two. She made her petition to God.